Well, we're going to give this a try. Everybody in my house is asleep, so we'll see how long this will last. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to crop. We'll see what I'm able to do. This is the Adrenalized Artist. I have been working with um, these labels lately. Oh, I just realized you guys cannot see. Well, the people in Canada and France will be happy, but um, this is True Block Etiquette Edition. Then go to avery.ca. Gabalit, I don't know that. Gabalit? I don't know that word. Free? No, it's not free. I don't know. Anyway, it's been a minute since I've been studying French. Because I've been studying all these other languages. I'm digressing a lot, huh? I normally have a different camera angle from this. I'm trying something new. We'll see if it works and if it gets the result I want. And if it doesn't, I'll never do it again. Um, so I just had the worst workday. Well, I'm exaggerating a bit. Not the worst workday, but it was not stellar. And worst meaning I just didn't get a lot done. Oh, yeah, and I have no polish on my nails. I took off the cutesy design I had in my last video. Um, One thing about nail health, you have to let those bad boys rest for at least a couple of days. That's to keep them from yellowing. You don't want yellowing nail beds from repeated nail polish. I'm. Let us draw something, shall we? So I have an idea for um, quiet quitting. And since that's been a huge topic, we can talk about it a little bit on here, but then I'll expound upon it later. I don't want to fully go into the idea though. I see I will be doing lots of editing, or not. I might just leave everything in. Meanwhile, I want to do a lip study, which might turn into a whole face study. We'll see how it all goes. I think that my last video, which was about celebrity deaths, is a topic that was important for me to talk about. And I don't obsess about death, but I think about death maybe more than a lot of people because I've had sick people around me most of my life. So the possibility of death has just been there for a long time. And is something that I had to face and come to terms with as a child. When you have a family member or two or three that are critically ill and have been for years, you're forced to face the imminent, right? So that was part of why I did that video. I mean, we lost about, and this happens sometimes, but we lost about 4 celebrities in a row here in the US. And I just thought, oh my goodness, what's up with this? Is this 2016 all over again? And so that's what drove me to do that. I have no idea what I'm about to draw, by the way. I'm just in a space today. Um, The video that I made last time was regarding several celebrities, but it was right on the heels of Anne Heche having her life support removed, from what my understanding was from the media. And I just, God, again, if you didn't see that video, go watch it. I encourage you, because I'm only going to lightly touch on this here. I just feel so sorry for everybody involved. All her loved ones, her children. Oh my God. If you have a maternal, paternal, all genders covered, I don't know what the other words would be for the other genders, bone in you, it's just sad. The grand scheme of things, they're so young to lose their mom. There's never a good age to lose your mom, but you get what I mean. Okay, what is this? You know what? My drawings initially are not perfect, if there's such a thing as a perfect drawing. You gotta just let your hand kind of move. And I got this is not my, what I'm about to tell you is not my piece of advice. I actually got this from another YouTuber. I'm gonna give credit where it's due. The Unexpected Gypsy. I love her. Her channel, her energy, her husband's energy. If I lived in the UK, I would be like, and knew her, I would be like, can we be friends? But anyway, one time I was watching her, and she said, you gotta let your hand just kind of move across the page and let your mind do what it's gonna do. I'm not stating it exactly like she did, but that's the gist of it. And so that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Anytime I've had a stressful day, that's what I find myself doing as a way to relax. So, if these turn out to be stamps that I use, great. If not, then we've learned something today, right? I'm trying to figure out what gender I want them to be. I don't know yet. They'll reveal themselves to me later, I guess. But here's the thing. I really love piercings. Body piercings, ear piercings, whatever. So I have to stop myself with what I draw. Even though, yeah, I have piercings in life, but in my ears. Oh, am I drawing facial hair? Well, I guess he's a guy. Or I'm going to gender identify him a little bit as a he instead of a she. Now that I'm aging, I like to make some aging demarcation. I guess otherwise known as age lines, wrinkles, double chins. Hey, we've been in a pandemic, right? Almost everybody has a little girth to them at this point. So, yeah, I like to add that stuff in. Are they conjoined? I don't know that I have them conjoined. But let's say that I do. Then I'm being inclusive, right? Nothing's wrong with that. I don't know. I'm just drawing two people's heads together. Don't read too much or too little into it. just wanted to draw people being close to each other in close proximity. Speaking of closeness, I feel very much isolated in a way that I usually am not. Because of the whole pandemic and household illnesses and all of that, I've been pretty secluded. I'm struggling, and I don't want to admit to that because it makes me feel like I should be stronger than that, right? That I should be able to do what I need to do and push forward. But so far, I've not been successful with that, and it's been worse as time has gone on. But like most people in America, the price of everything is crazy, and that has made me have even less of a life a little bit. So I mostly pass the time drawing. I need to paint. I haven't painted in a while, but sometimes painting. I'm practicing a piano practice app. I'm not going to say which one because I'm not sponsored and I don't want an issue. And I have like self-help workbooks. Now, some people may not like self-help as a genre of material, if you will. I love it. I feel like the more information I can get about how to feel better about myself, how to relate to those around me, how to, I don't know why I did that. How to present myself to the world, the better. I'm all for that stuff. So I have quite a bit since everything began with the pandemic, and that's helping me quite a bit. And I've been saying for some time to anyone that'll listen, whether it's on here or to family, friends, etc., when I talk on the phone, that this pandemic happened for a reason. If you're new to my channel, I'm just going to say it now. I'm a Christian. Believe in whomever you want. Believe in whatever you want. But my point of reference is that. So I'm going to speak from that for a minute. You do what works for you. And I don't discriminate. I know people of all faiths in my personal life. And I know people who are not of any faith or who question the whole thing. But this is what I'm going to say. I feel like that God said, you know what, these people need to slow down. And by these people, I mean humans. They need to slow down. There's some things that they need to do that they're not paying attention to. And I don't feel like it's anything like go part the Red Sea type stuff like in the Bible. Nothing like that. I just feel like we were taking some things for granted. Well, I'll speak from me. I was taking some things for granted, and God did a worldwide pandemic. Okay, that looks a little... and a massive shutdown, which made me realize some stuff. Okay. I don't know. Okay, Lord, she's not drawing well today. should leave it, right? It looked a little bit like a bird. You know, one of the great masters, it might have been Da Vinci. I kind of feel like it was. Used to leave their mistakes in their drawings. And sometimes I will do that. Just to go, hey, remember not to do this, this, and this. And just to go, well, you kind of fumbled that, no biggie, right? There's no kind of proportion at all. This is doing, Lord. You know, whatever. I think I might leave it. It's kind of different. It's different from anything I draw. No excuses, but my hand is cramping too. That's another thing. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I have hand issues and wrist issues, and I have for, this is about the third year now where it's been really intense. At one point I couldn't even write my name. I had to rehab back to some of that because the pain was just too much. Do these eyes belong to the same person? Oh my gosh. I kind of like, ooh, it's a little sleepy eye. It's a little sexy, sleepy eye. Can I duplicate this over here? Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves as I try to work this out. No, this one's quite hot right here. I like that one. This one, not so much. Anything you see me do, please note that I am not a trained artist. I'm an adrenalized artist. There is a difference. I draw because I want to, because it's my passion, and it's not my number one passion. I have other passions. I would say music is my greatest. I love singing. I would demonstrate, but again, everybody's asleep. And my dog was spazzing out initially when they tried to sleep. It's not late. It's like, I don't know, 7 o'clock on a Tuesday. Oh, that was ugly. Oh, I don't know. That might be kind of, no, kind of cartoon eye. Something about it made me want to do this. I said I was doing a lip study, right? Why am I doing an eye study? Oh, that looks kind of cartoon. Cartoon sinister. Here's the thing. Make the art you need to make. Let whatever it is that needs to come out, come out. I had, like I said, a pretty crappy day. I ended up being awakened at like, I don't know, an hour before I really needed to be. And I was like, dang it, this has not happened for a while. Why is it happening today? Here's the thing. So if you're new to my channel, I assist my senior parents with whatever they need. So I'm their caregiver. In a sense, you know, like, here's what I think. I'm finding that I have trouble calling myself that because I'm not a nurse. I'm not like changing bedpans and stuff like that. But they're not getting any younger. And at the rate things are going, it will probably one day get to some of that. I'm not any younger either, and I worry because I'm just one person, and I'm like, oh, what if my health gets really jacked up? Then what? Who's going to be in here to do this? Because there isn't another child to come. They just had 2 of us, and my brother's deceased. So it's like, who's gonna be around who can help? There isn't anyone. I think once you get to a certain point, oh, I don't like what I did there. It's like I can imagine what parents must go through, like what my parents went through when we were young, and they were trying to take care of us and didn't have all the answers, and they were worried about things. Like, I get it now. This gives me a picture of what that was probably like. Because I haven't been blessed with kids, it's like I skipped a step in taking care of somebody. But in a way, it's kind of like I didn't, because when I was growing up, sorry, little mosquitoes have been biting me, and I'm annoyed now. Oh, they have been tearing me up. I think I'm going to do this video in 2 parts. I'll do the drawing part now, and then I will post the fill in the color part. Oh, pro tip. If you put alcohol, like, I believe it's 2 parts water and 2 parts alcohol, in a spray bottle, and put that right on a mosquito, oh my God, they will so leave you alone. And it's like they're kryptonite or something. I found that on the internet. And at first I'm like, really? Why do I have to dilute it with alcohol? I kind of get why. It's to give it a fine mist. I think to be sure to cover the sucker. Mosquitoes are my arch nemesis. You heard it here. What do I want to do? These are not my finest hour of drawings. They're not. Look. Okay, like I have stuff like, well, that's not my finest either, but like this. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I picked up magazine art. That's not mine. This isn't my finest either. I don't know. Maybe I just do this just to relax. Well, I said I did. You know what I mean? Like, I have no objective. I have canvases of art that I'm working on that I cannot find. I don't know what I did with that crap. It's in this room somewhere. And if I tear up the room, then I'll be up all night, and I don't need to do that because I have to work earlier in the morning, and I have to do a certain activity all day at work that it's mandatory, and none of us love it, but we're required, so what can you do? Oh. So, I think when I turned the camera on, I was talking about quiet quitting. What do you guys think about that? Here's the thing for me. I'm understanding why some people are doing it, and you can quiet quit anything. It doesn't have to be just a job. I think at this point people are overwhelmed with everything that has gone on and they're at their wits' end. And it's a person's way of taking their own power back. The only reason why I bring it up is, oh my God, the morning shows yesterday. Everyone that I happened to hear part of as I was preparing to work for the day, all of them were talking about it. I'm like, did you guys pass a memo around and go, hey, our network's working on quiet quitting. I suggest you do the same? Like, what? I don't know. I think a better name for it is self-care, self-preservation. I also think, oh, you guys cannot see what I'm drawing. Such realization. I'll show it to you in a moment when I'm done. I'm so sorry. This is the one block you're not going to get to see because of the way the camera's angled. I can't figure out when I sat in this part of the room how I had the camera angled. I do remember doing something weird with the tripod between my legs, and I just gave you all a weird picture. I'm so sorry. But that's where it was, and I don't want to do that. It's not comfortable. I can't see what I'm doing. I've now drawn a woman with a flame-shaped head, and now I'm going to have to put hair around her because I don't want her to have this. Why did I draw her head this way? Maybe I was thinking of the cone heads from SNL when I was a kid. Oh, this is... Look at that, you guys. Oh, I just pictured an afro around her, like an elongated afro. Thank you. That's why I did it. There was an idea. She looks kind of mad, too. She looks like I felt earlier today. But yeah, so that's why I'm talking about the whole quiet quitting thing. Do I want them to be a family? Maybe so. So that thing is happening that happens to me sometimes in which I realize that I may be talking too much. But there's no one but me here. Last night, we watched Remarriage and Desires. For anyone else who watches K-dramas, I love K-dramas. I love K-music. I'm like K-pop, K-jazz, K-gospel. And here's the joy of watching anything on streaming. You can watch from any country just about. And it teaches you a lot. If you're not able to go over there, you can learn and glean a lot about the values and customs of a place by watching their media programs that are meant for entertainment. So anyway, I love the K-dramas because I like how most of the time they do not show... Oh, my phone is ringing. Are you serious? I've got to go. Oh, hold on. Okay, here's the thing. There's someone who periodically calls a few of these things, and I feel like they're on auto dial and they're meaningless. So if it rings again, I will just do what I did just then and hang up. So there's my little family. I guess she'll be like the teenage daughter at the end.